Every day my wife served me breakfast. One day, I switched bowls and discovered the shocking truth. My name is Dylan Carter. I am a 46-year-old African-American man, born and raised in Baltimore. I work as a senior maintenance supervisor for a commercial property management company, a steady job I have held for 21 years. I am known among my coworkers as calm, reliable, and slow to anger. I believe in routine, loyalty, and hard work. I grew up watching my father work 2 jobs and my mother hold our family together with patience and dignity, so I carried those same values into my own marriage. I married my wife Renee Carter when I was 34 and she was 32. Renee is now 44 years old. She works as a certified nursing assistant at a private elder care facility. She is intelligent, organized, and outwardly kind, the type of woman neighbors describe as thoughtful and church-going. For years, I believed I was lucky to have her. We do not have children, something that used to ache in my chest but eventually became a quiet acceptance between us. Every morning for nearly 10 years, Renee made me breakfast. It became our ritual. She woke before me, even on her early shifts, and set the table. Oatmeal on weekdays, eggs and toast on weekends, fruit neatly sliced, coffee poured just the way I liked it. I thanked her every time. I never once questioned it. In my mind, this was love expressed through consistency. I did not know that rituals can hide intentions. 3 years ago, my health began to change. I started feeling tired in ways sleep did not fix. My stomach burned after meals. I lost weight without trying. When I mentioned it to Renee, she brushed it off gently, telling me stress and age do strange things. She worked in healthcare, so I trusted her reassurance more than my own body. One morning in early spring, I woke up earlier than usual. It was my day off. The house was quiet except for the soft hum of the refrigerator. Renee was already in the kitchen, moving carefully, her back to me. I watched her for a moment, the way she stirred 2 bowls of oatmeal on the stove, one slightly thicker than the other. Something about it struck me as odd. I could not explain why. Just a feeling, small but persistent. She placed the bowls on the table, kissed my cheek, and went to shower. I sat there alone, looking at the steam rise from the food. Without fully understanding why, I stood up and switched the bowls. I took the first bite and my stomach clenched instantly. The taste was off, bitter under the sweetness. A sharp pain hit me so fast I had to grip the table. Fear flooded my chest. This was not normal seasoning. This was something else. I did not confront her. Instead, I forced myself to act normal. I told her I felt fine and left the house for a walk. My mind raced. Years of small symptoms suddenly lined up into something horrifying. I went straight to my doctor and explained everything. He took blood samples immediately. The results came back 2 days later. I had been ingesting small doses of a substance that caused chronic gastrointestinal damage and slow organ stress. Not enough to kill quickly, but enough to weaken someone over time. The doctor asked me gently if someone could be poisoning me. That word echoed in my head for hours. I hired a private investigator named Marcus Hill, a 52-year-old former detective with a reputation for discretion. I did not tell Renee. Marcus installed a small hidden camera in the kitchen with my consent and began background checks. What we uncovered broke something inside me. Renee had taken out a life insurance policy on me 18 months earlier, a large one. She had also reconnected with her ex-boyfriend Calvin Moore, a 48-year-old independent contractor with a history of financial trouble. Their messages were affectionate, strategic, and cold. They talked about timelines, about patience, about how sick I looked lately. She was not trying to kill me quickly. She was trying to drain me slowly, so it would look natural. The betrayal was unbearable. This woman had held my hand at church, cried with me when my mother died, told me she loved me every night. And every morning, she poisoned me with a smile. I did not want violent revenge. I wanted justice that would make her face every choice she made. With Marcus' guidance, I went to the police. We built a case quietly. They instructed me to keep acting normal while they gathered evidence. Every day was torture. Sitting across from her at the table, watching her pour coffee, listening to her ask about my day, knowing the truth. One evening, she told me she loved me and thanked me for always trusting her. That was the moment I decided I would never protect her feelings again. The arrest happened on a Tuesday morning. Officers entered our kitchen while she was packing my lunch. She dropped the container when they read the charges. Attempted murder, insurance fraud, conspiracy. She looked at me in disbelief, then rage, then fear. She screamed that I ruined everything. Calvin was arrested the same day. In court, everything came out. The messages, the policy, the poison traced to her workplace access. The judge sentenced her to 20 years. She did not look at me when the sentence was read. The revenge was not loud. It was quiet and complete. I survived. I testified. I walked out free. Today, I live alone in a smaller house near the water. My health is improving. I cook my own breakfast now. Slowly, carefully, every morning, I remind myself that love should never require blindness. Trust should never cost your life. And sometimes, the smallest decision, like switching a bowl, can save you from the deepest betrayal. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And tell me, what would you have done if you were in my place?